Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the weekly transit results starting from February 13th till February 19th. So guys, before we will jump into the customized results for all the rising signs and whatsoever major shift which is going to be taking place during this week, first we will talk about a very auspicious event which is going to be taking place during this week. I'm not talking about Valentine's Day. I'm talking about the festival of Mahashivratri. So guys, apart from all those people who have faith and belief in Lord Shiva, I would say, because this is a channel which is more devoted to the astrology. So even if you have any of the dosha in your chart, this could be affliction of Saturn, affliction of nodes, you're going through any of the hardship because of the ill-placed planets in your chart. So worshipping Lord Shiva on this day will prove to be very harmonious for you. Like the way guys we say this thing that Bhavi Meti Sakihi Tripurari. So it's the Lord Shiva only who is capable enough of changing the course of your destiny. Like Lord Shiva is actually worshipped as the most benevolent, most kind-hearted and easy to please amongst all of the Hindu gods. And also guys, because all of our Vedic festivals are completely in alignment with the cosmic placements as well. So even if you do not have any trust or faith or belief in Vedic rituals, so still even after that, on this day, refraining from alcohol, any sort of indulgences, and doing charity, taking out time for yoga, meditation, and reconnecting with the nature will be highly recommended. So okay guys, now we will start our discussion on the astrology alignments as well and the shift as well. So first of all, on February 15th, Venus is going to be getting exalted in the sign of Pisces and it is going to be getting conjunct with Jupiter, which is going to be a very good news. Apart from that guys, on February 13th, Sun is going to be transiting in the Aquarius sign and it is going to get conjunct with with Saturn as well. And guys, today only I read this news that the recent pictures which came from James Webb telescope that a huge part of the sun has got split from the sun. So which is also creating a lot of buzz in the astronomy circle as well. So this could be a case that just because guys, whenever we talk about all these astrology alignments, so things are always happening. It's just the specific planetary alignments which brings things out on our awareness, to our attention. So yes guys, and talking about from moon's journey perspective, so moon is going to be starting the week transiting in the Libra sign, being conjunct with Ketu, and it is going to be ending the week being transiting in the Capricorn sign, being conjunct with Mercury over there. And like the way guys, I always say this thing that no matter whatsoever is in store for you, whatsoever your dasha or transit is promising for you, on the day when this will be delivered to you, moon has to promise that in the transit. So definitely guys, our external circumstances are very much controlled by the transit of the planets. But yes, before coming to any final conclusion, getting your chart scrutinized, studying your planetary alignments and monitoring, observing your dashas also become equally important. So okay guys, now we will start our discussion and starting first with the Aries Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can fairly see that moon is going to be starting the week being conjunct with Ketu over there in your 7th house, and it is going to be ending the week in your 10th house. So guys, I always say this thing that whenever any of the concurrent shift takes place in the transit, it always guarantees about a outcome. So just because on 13th only, on the starting of the week, your 5th house lord Sun is going to be getting conjunct with Saturn in your 11th house, and right at that time moon is going to be traveling from your 7th house and about to enter the 8th house, receiving this straight aspect from your ascendant lord Mars. So one thing is for sure that the initial days of the week can create some outcome in the matters of your profession. Now guys, just because this whole conjunction is taking place in your 11th house, so possibility is strong of getting some positive outcome. Like if you have been applying for a job, getting a confirmation on your job interview, or suddenly getting some rewards or results of all the hard work you have been putting in. The only concern is that because Sun is going to get conjunct with Saturn as well, so whatsoever you will gain, there could be some initial conflict with your bosses as well. But just because the way planets are influencing you, you will be convincing enough to prove your metal, to prove your point. And also guys, because definitely Moon is going to be transiting from your 8th house and the 9th house as well, so any of the concerns of insurance, revenue, like if you are an astrologer, you are connected with the fields of research, exploration, so this could be a week of breakthrough for you. And apart from that guys, even from the perspective of the travels as well, week is creating a very positive energy. Like guys, when we talk about the concerns of the relationship or any of the concerns of marriage, matrimonial alliances, I would say that because Venus is not very far from entering its sign of exaltation, and Jupiter, although it is going to be transiting in the month of April only, but even from the perspective of the relationship, I would say that Venus's entry in the sign of its exaltation might create a positive outcome for you. But yes guys, when we talk about the concerns of love, romance, relationship, 5th house getting conjunct with Saturn is energy of confusion or romance getting dried out, too much of the misunderstanding. So I would say that in the matters of love, romance, art, creativity, there could be some initial frustration which you might have to go through. But when we talk about the arranged marriage or any of the concerns of proposal coming to you, so regarding that front, once Venus will get exalted, it might create those energy in your favor. So guys, pertaining to the matters of your professional success, any of the concerns of travel, spiritual elevation, this is a very harmonious week for all the Aries Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Taurus Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Moon is going to be starting the week from your 6th house, and it is going to be ending the week in your 9th house. And the major shift of this week, which is going to be the entry of your 4th house lord in your 10th house. So guys, one thing is for sure, that things will take a positive leap in your favor. The only thing is that there could be some misunderstanding, some sudden contrasting difference of opinion with your bosses, or there could be some argument at your work front, because guys, Moon is going to be starting the week from the 6th house getting conjunct with Ketu, and during at the same time Sun is going to be coming in contact with Saturn in the 10th house. So yes, if you are in any of the position where too much of the sensitivity, too much of the accountability, responsibilities are involved, so you have to remain very cautious, specifically during the first few days of the week. And definitely guys, in transit, your ascendant lord is going to be getting exalted, so week will actually give you vision, will give you hope. Any of the concerns of in any specific area, this could be matters of relationship, funding, sponsorship, visa getting finalized, so any of those events which gives us happiness or lifetime direction, important events, regarding those perspective as well, week is creating a positive energy. So yes guys, this is how the week is turning out to be. The only concern is that guys, because Moon is going to be getting transiting from your 8th house as well, so and starting the week from the 6th house, so a lot many Taurus Lagna people might find themselves stressed out because of the additional burden of responsibilities, and you have to be very humble while dealing with your bosses during this week. And any of the concerns of travels, continuity in your income, matrimonial concerns, week is creating a very favorable energy. Now guys, for all the Gemini Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that your ascendant lord is right now transiting in your 8th house. Over and above that, Moon will start the week from your 5th house and will end the week like in your 8th house in itself. So yes guys, on the emotional mental plane, this could be a very highly strung, very vulnerable time for the Gemini Lagna natives. So I would advise that if you have to take any important decision during this week, take some expert opinion, because guys, in your case, ever since Saturn has transited to your ninth house, you will get very right set of advice or very experienced. Like sometimes when we talk about people, everyone is there out there in the world is ready to give us advice, but the thing is that the best advice comes from someone who is mature and who has experienced the similar situation, so that that person can actually empathize while giving you the right set of advice. So that is what my recommendation is. If you have to finalize anything, you have to sort of take any important decision, and if you are confused, things looks very uncertain, seek out some expert advice. That is the one thing. Second thing is that guys, I would say that pertaining to the concerns of matrimonial alliances, because Venus is going to be entering your like 10th house, getting conjunct with your 7th house lord as well. So pertaining to the matters of marriage and relationship, there could be some positive outcome. I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable over there, but yes guys, when we talk about the matters of like all the 5th house related matters as well, specifically that will be more apparent at the beginning of the week. After that, once your 5th house lord is going to get exalted, then it will not be as much of the matter of concern. But yes guys, I would say that for the students, people connected with the stock market, speculation, and in all those cases where you are already very much prone and vulnerable towards depression, negativity and confusion, so then all these people have to remain cautious and careful. Moving ahead guys, now for all the Cancer Lagna natives. So guys, in your case, as you can fairly see that moon is going to be starting the week from your 4th house, and it is going to be ending the week in your 7th house. So yes guys, pertaining to the matters of the financial investments, take those decisions very carefully. Second thing is that because moon is going to be conjunct with Ketu in your 4th house, so just because of that, health related concerns, anxiety, insecurity is something which a lot many Cancer Lagna native has to deal with. But yes guys, apart from that, when we talk about the matters of your profession, because guys, in your case, there are a couple of good things which are also simultaneously happening in your case, because your 10th house lord is already transiting in the 11th house, which is your Yokarka planet as well. Your house of luck and fortune is in a very strengthened state, so not to worry much about that. But yes guys, narrowing it down, the planetary vibration and influence specific to this week on an emotional plane, and let's say for example all those people who are already going through any sort of feelings of loss, insecurity, hardship, then this could be hard for those people. But apart from that guys, when we talk about people connected with art, entertainment, media, and any of the concerns of commerce or professional milestone, regarding that front, week is not creating any of the vulnerable energy. It's only your physical, emotional health which is coming on the radar. Now guys, for all the Leo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case now, as you can see that moon is going to be transiting from your 3rd house, and it is going to be entering your 6th house by the end of the week. Guys, whenever like moon and Ketu are transiting from the 3rd house, this is a kind of a time where you have to remain very cautious of your actions, of your initiatives, of your plans. Because guys, try to understand this thing. Ketu is the only planet which has got the power to completely cut you off of your consciousness, of your awareness. Like the way when we talk about, we come across all those people, I do not know what happened to me and I suddenly got into road rage. I don't know what happened to me, I was not in my senses when I was doing that. So these are the typical ordeal of all those people in whose case moon Ketu energy is working in its negative side. Second thing is that why I'm emphasizing more on that, because your ascendant lord is also going to be entering 7th house, and it is going to get conjunct with Saturn over there. So because of that guys, headstrongness is something which you have to remain very much watchful of. Second thing is that guys, pertaining to the matters of the relationship, or all those people who are connected with business, who are holding any political seat, or in your line of work, mass appeal mass followership is a very integral part of your line of work, then this could be a very beneficial time for you. Now guys, we cannot even overlook this fact that in your case, your 10th house lord and 3rd house lord is going to be getting exalted right over there in your 8th house. And when we talk about the 8th house getting empowered, that to a planet like Venus, so this is a time, this is an energy of charisma, elegance, and lot of appeal in your personality. Like people are somehow magnetically attracted towards you. So yes guys, for any of the public performances and all, week is creating a positive energy. Any of the concerns of property as well will seems to be favorable. More than that, more than the buying of that, selling or getting rid of any of the property will prove to be very beneficial for you. And yes guys, I would say that just because moon is going to be transiting from the your 6th house as well during this week, covering your 5th house. So for any of the concerns of spending your quality time with your friends, contemplating on some important strategic decisions, any of the concerns of loans, if that is also getting applicable in your case right now, with Venus strengthened in the 8th house, moon transiting from the 6th house will also prove to be in your favor. So regarding all that front, week is creating a positive energy. The only thing is that headstrongness, rashness is something which you have to be very watchful of, and any of the concerns of gains in business or impressing people with your conduct, with your performance, regarding that front, it's going to be a very favorable week. Now guys, for all the Virgo Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can see that moon is going to be starting the week from your 2nd house, and it is going to be ending the week right over there in your 5th house. And guys, in your case, your ascendant lord is already transiting in the 5th house. So I would say that although ascendant lord always takes our focus in that specific house, but because moon is also going to be getting involved during this week, so I would say that by the 2nd of the week, if you are contemplating any of the creative work, financial, speculative planning, investment, you have to write any competitive exam, so the 2nd half of the week will prove to be very favorable for you. Definitely guys, there will be travels, you will be able to take out time for your family or for travels, some profitable travels. All of that seems to be favorable. The only concern is that at the beginning of the week, a lot many Virgo Lagna people might have to spend money on your immediate family, near and dear people. So they will be spending, but again, it will bring happiness, it will give you some good karma. And I always say this thing guys, because Ketu is transiting in your 2nd house, intermittently or specifically, whenever moon is transiting over it, doing charities, supporting donation during that time becomes very, very important. So yes guys, any of the concerns of like specifically the 5th house related matters, and because Venus is also going to be getting exalted during this week in your 7th house. So yes guys, matters of relationship, public performances, commercial gains perspective, week is creating a very positive energy for all the Virgo Lagna natives. Specifically from the students perspective and all the artists and creative people, it's going to be a very favorable week. Now guys, for all the Libra Lagna natives, my favorite rising sign. See guys, I could not help because all of my friends and people with whom I've got a mutual interest, like this could be all the creative people, actors, musicians, designers, they all have got this Lagna. So I'm all the time surrounded by the Libra people only. But guys, one thing which I want to highlight over here is that, because guys, you have to realize the kind of blessed time you guys are going through. Not only when Ketu entered your 1st house, it actually make you a conduit of understanding the universal cosmic principles, remaining very much eligible towards the divine blessings, elevating your soul conscious awareness. But now guys, Saturn has also transited to your 5th house. So one thing, one mool mantra as a part of remedy which I want to give to all of you guys is that whatsoever you do that with pure intent. Yoga, meditation, if that is possible for you to do, it's fine. Prayers, religious austerity, if that is possible, it's fine. Otherwise, having a connection with nature, gratefulness, and observing your true intent behind all of your acts will become very important. Trust me guys, you can actually create a miracle. This is the kind of time you guys are going through. I always say this thing that when we talk about the way karma influences us, and specifically Ketu, guys, okay, let's take one positive, one negative example with this specific alignment which you guys are going through. So imagine a positive case that someone who was waiting for a lifetime big break, or like you cross paths with someone who was actually hard bent on sharing his good fortune with someone, and you remain a recipient of that. And the negative case could be someone who was already going through a yoga of depression or suicide, any of the negative outcome, and just because your stars took you to that person, you crossed paths, and somehow that person was already going through hardship, but he put all the blames to you, he tagged everything to you, and you became a part of that negative outcome, negative karma. So yes guys, monitoring your intent and taking out time for your spiritual austerities becomes very important. Not only Ketu in the Lagna was promising that, but now Saturn has also transited to your 5th house. Now guys, after all of that philosophical talks, now let's focus on your weekly transit results. So guys, in your case, weekly transit becomes more important for you guys than any other Lagna, because Moon has got the rulership over your 10th house of your professional development. So guys, Moon is going to be starting the week transiting from your 1st house, and during this week, your ascendant lord is also going to be getting exalted in the 6th house. So one thing is for sure, that if you have been seeking clarity in the matters of the 6th house, this could be improvement in your work conditions, this could be any of the concerns of loans. So you might make a breakthrough in all these areas if it is getting applicable in your case as well. A lot many Libra Lagna natives will be very you will act in a very resilient way, or you will be ready to undertake any responsibility, face any of the challenging, threatful situation at your work front as well. So regarding all that front, it's going to be a good week. Like rather, I would say that listen to your inner voice if being put forth in any sort of conflicting situation. Second thing is that guys, because what happens is that because Moon is going to be transiting from your 2nd house as well, and your 2nd house lord, 7th house lord Mars is going to be aspecting this Moon during this week. So I would say that a lot many Libra Lagna natives might be going overboard in order to help other people. Now this could be under pressure, this could be the kind of obligations which you owe to your family, to your immediate family environment. So just refrain from getting exploited or being taken advantage of in any of these kind of circumstances. But yes guys, the good part over here is that you will get the right set of support of your friends, any of the time taken out for travels, for like putting time in your hobbies, in working hard in any of the craft where you are trying to gain expertise. So regarding all that front, week is creating a very positive energy. Now guys, the couple of things or areas where you have to remain watchful, first of all, because Mars is kind of still there in your 8th house. So pertaining to the matters of matrimonial life, this is still a very sensitive energy. And like rather, I would say that if you're already going through some difficult times, and with Sun coming to your 5th house, and there is a kind of a tug of war taking place in your 5th house, which is the house of your thought process, the way your mind function. So this could be a time of frustration or disappointments in the matters of relationship specifically. But yes guys, when we talk about any of the concerns of like specifically, because Sun and Saturn, whenever they get conjunct in any of the house, it makes the native very competitive, and Venus is entering your 6th house as well, getting exalted. So for all those people who have to write any competitive exam, any of the concerns of academics, public performances, regarding all that front, week is creating a very positive energy in all these areas for my favorite Lagna Libra natives. Now guys, for all the Scorpio Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can fairly see that Moon is going to be starting the week from your like 12th house, being conjunct with Ketu over there, and it is going to be ending the week in your 3rd house, and your ascendant lord is in any case it is strengthened in the 7th house. So yes guys, one thing is for sure, because Venus during this week is going to be getting exalted in your 5th house, getting conjunct with another of your like auspicious planet Jupiter. So any of the concerns of academics, art, entertainment, creativity, spending quality time with your loved ones, it is a very favorable time. Because guys, not only ascendant lord is in the 7th house of relationship, 5th house also tells about our love, our romance. So pertaining to the matters of relationship, you guys are actually going through some very favorable time. So if you have been procrastinating like any of the concerns of commitment, tying the knot, introducing your partner to your family, so I would say that it's a very auspicious and favorable time to prioritize any of these areas. Second thing is that guys, I would also say that even pertaining to the matters of the financial speculative gain as well, week is creating a positive energy. The only thing is that in the initial few days, like because when moon is going to be starting the week from your 12th house, that is going to be the time when it can actually make you vulnerable or prone towards financial losses or wrong financial decision. So I would say that specifically till Tuesday, try to remain cautious and careful. But after that, once moon will start its journey from your first house, second house, third house, it is going to be a good time for financial gains, new opportunities, spending quality time with your loved ones, getting the right set of support from people around you. So regarding all that front, it's a favorable time. Pertaining to the matters of the property related dealings, I would say that because in your 4th house, Saturn is now right now combust. It is in a war zone with the sun, so it's not a very favorable time for buying any property. But yes, if you are planning to sell out any of the property, regarding that front, this can still be seen as a favorable time. And yes guys, Venus's entry in the 5th house many times give rise to charm, elegance in our personality. So during this time, whether you have to give any performance or you have to market your brand, so for any of the advertising, marketing point of view, this is a very favorable week for all these Scorpio Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about the Sagittarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, moon will start its week from your 11th house and it will end the week in your 2nd house. So yes guys, one thing is for sure, that remain very much receptive towards the kind of advices which you are receiving from your immediate environment, from your friend circle. Like this is kind of a typical time when we get those epiphanies, awakenings, realization regarding our purpose, regarding our goal. Second thing is that guys, because Venus is going to be getting exalted in your 4th house during this week, so definitely feel good factor is going to be experienced during this time. Third thing is that if you have been awaiting any of the concerns of renovation at your home front, organizing any of the retreat, spiritual kind of retreat, so for all those perspective as well, this is going to be a very favorable time. Third thing is that guys, because moon is going to be it's going to be ending the week in your 2nd house and your 10th house Lord Mercury is already over there. So definitely this is a very good time for any financial negotiation, whether this could be at your business or whether this could be within your job. So during this time, if you will be put forth in any of the arbitration, negotiation seat, you will be able to do justice to your job. The only thing is that guys, because your 7th house Lord is in a Shadashtak Yoga, being transiting in your 2nd house, so pertaining to the matters of matrimonial alliances and relationship, this is a kind of a sensitive time you're going through, because not only the 7th house but also 5th house Lord is also transiting in the 6th house. Rahu is transiting over there. So yes guys, pertaining to the matters of relationship, this is not a very good week for you. But when we talk about professional development, receiving the right set of support from people around you, this is a very good week. Because guys, like sun is going to be transiting to your 3rd house, but whether we talk about sun or Saturn, malefic planets transiting in the 3rd house is always considered as positive and favorable. So overall guys, it's a favorable week for all these Sagittarius Lagna natives. Now guys, for all the Capricorn Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can fairly see that moon is going to be starting the week from your 10th house, being conjunct with Ketu, in itself tells about that not only you will get the result of the hard work which you are currently doing, but also in the past, whatsoever people you have earned and all the seeds which you have sown, you might be able to reap the outcome of that as well. Second thing is that, guys, definitely for any of the concerns of professional development and endeavors, week is favorable for you. And also, guys, because your Karaka planet Venus is also going to be getting exalted during this week, so it's a favorable time for you. The only concern over here is that, guys, because in your case your 8th house lord is going to be getting conjunct with your ascendant lord in the 2nd house. So that in itself tells about that there could be some sort of dissatisfaction with the immediate family environment, and this is a kind of a typical yoga where people tend to remain very dissatisfied with their financial state, with the kind of support which they are receiving from their immediate family environment. And because moon is actually transiting in a alignment, because it is receiving the straight aspect from the planet Mars as well. So because of which, guys, on your emotional mental plane, you have to remain very cautious, very careful. I do not see this week very favorable for any of the property related dealings as well. So regarding that front, try to remain cautious, careful. And also, guys, if you're already going through any of the property related dispute, any of the unpleasing situation and events at your home front, so better would be not to too much mull over them, because it will only make you more depressive. But yes, guys, because Venus is getting exalted in your 3rd house, so I would say that direct your energies more towards spending time with your friends, towards your hobbies, some sort of travels, or making some plans with your friends and family or with your siblings. So this is how you can channelize this week's energy in your favor. Now, guys, for all the Aquarius Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, as you can fairly see that moon is going to be starting the week from your 9th house and it's going to be ending the week in your 12th house. So yes, guys, for any of the concerns of travels, or like rather I would say spiritual pilgrimages and all, week is creating a favorable energy for you. Like moon transiting from your 10th house, then transiting from your 11th house, it's a good energy. The only thing is that, guys, because standalone Saturn's presence in the 1st house was a source of strength for you, but now just because your 7th house lord is also going to be getting conjunct with it, and they both are arch enemy to each other, so because of which, guys, this is a kind of a typical yoga where there could be some sudden disappointments, or there could be some concerns of the health, or there could be some sort of conflict or kind of a fight with your partner as well. But guys, try to understand this thing. 7th house lord is transiting to your 1st house. Like 7th house lord and ascendant lord are making a combination in your 1st house. So this is still a good energy pertaining to the matters of the marriage, or for all those people who are on a matrimonial alliances. Venus is also getting exalted in your 2nd house. So a very good time for the people who are on a lookout specifically from the arranged marriage or from a traditional way. The only thing is that there could be some initial point of differences which you might have to deal on the surface, but deep beneath it, energy is brewing up in your favor only. And also, guys, I would say that for any of the concerns of the commercial gains or professional development perspective, I'm not seeing you guys vulnerable. Venus is in a way getting exalted in your 2nd house. Venus is a Yoga Karaka planet, so it will definitely pave path towards some good financial gains. Or the good part over here is that at least you will get the clarity and you will get the right set of assistance which you need in order to improve your current ongoing financial conditions. And last, guys, for all the Pisces Lagna natives, so guys, in your case, moon is going to be starting the week from your 8th house and it is going to be ending the week in your 11th house. So definitely, guys, beyond doubt, Jupiter is already the planet of good blessings and fortune, is already transiting in your 1st house. Venus, your 8th house lord, is also going to be getting conjunct over there. So all of that is actually making you a conduit of blessings, divine omens, epiphanies, all of them guiding you. Second thing is that, guys, I would say that the way moon is making a journey during this week, for any of the concerns of I would say that religious austerities, any of the pilgrimages, all of that will prove to be a lot in your favor. Second thing is that, guys, because when Venus will enter your first house, Venus in your case has got the rulership over your 8th house and the 3rd house. So this is a kind of a typical yoga where any of the advertising done by you, any of the product or work done by you can suddenly gain everyone's attention. Suddenly you are the apple of everyone's eyes. So this is a kind of a typical yoga which is getting formed in your case. The only way I'm seeing you guys vulnerable is that because, guys, your 6th house lord is going to be transiting in the 12th house, getting conjunct with Saturn over there. So specifically, if your life is right now hovering around the matters of the 12th house, this could be concerns of import export nature of work, any of the health related checkup, any of the work related international trips. Over there could be sudden delays or obstacles which you might have to face. But overall, guys, the overall underlying theme of this week is very much in favor for all the Pisces Lagna natives. And definitely, guys, any of the concerns of matrimonial alliances, any of the concerns of students doing good in any of the academic exams point of view as well, week is creating a very favorable energy regarding all that front. And yes, guys, your 5th house lord is going to be in a strong position, and Venus getting exalted in the 1st house is also a very good energy for all those people who are in any sort of love romantic relationship as well. So yes, guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.